My name's Lucy Valunas, and I'm part of the class of 2022.
It was a blur on the emotions that I felt. I felt very engaged with coaching at the time, the moment that we all heard the news and that students were coming up chitter-chattering about the buzz of potentially being out of school.
It was a really confusing time. We weren't really sure what was going to happen, and we were all kind of in this state of, like, nobody was really in charge at that point. We were all just waiting for something to happen.
In March of 2020, the world as we knew it came to an end. Schools around the country were shutting down due to the looming threat of a global pandemic. Now, a full school year later, we will hear the stories from one high school affected.
On Thursday, March 12th, 2020, we were told that there would be no show, that there would be no school, that everything was changing. And the thing that was so overwhelming to me is that theater has always had the mantra of the show must go on. And now the show wasn't going on for the first time ever. And I'm not sure there's a really concise way to explain that other than very overwhelmed.
I did not think we were going to miss any school whatsoever. I was acting as if nothing was happening. I was very focused on coaching and didn't even care to hear and think about school being shut down.
On Thursday, March 12th of 2020, it was announced that schools were to take an extended spring break due to the rise in numbers of COVID-19. Most assumed we would be back by the end of the year.
I did think that we would go back, during the end of the year, but I think it really set in around my birthday, which was in April, that we weren't going to go back.
Since it was only supposed to be a few weeks off, I would say that it was after those few weeks when we were still not back in school, and then when they said, oh, it's going to only be a few more weeks again, those weeks went by. A few more weeks. So, that's kind of when, I started to realize this might last a little bit longer.